So no matter what you do, you still can't get rid of that musty smell in your basement. Well, you've come to the right video. Today I'm going to go in depth on how to get rid of that smell and have your basement smelling fresh again. Let's talk about what causes it, how to spot it, and a few things and solutions to remedy. Alright guys, so we're going to start in the basement for this part, and please excuse the mess in here, but this is exactly to the point that I want to talk about. And a lot of times when addressing the moldy, musty smell in a basement, believe it or not, it can be from cardboard like this, or old papers, or of course if you happen to have a leak, say from your foundation or from a window as such. This can be a very common and popular spot for this to develop that musty, moldy smell. So when it comes to things like the boxes and holiday decorations, it's really good to put them away, pack away these items, as well as anything large. I mean, even using things, I don't see any in here, unfortunately we don't have any right now, but things like those larger containers, those plastic storage containers. So let me head over here. Quick interesting fact, did you know that in 2019, 3.7 million households reported mold within the past 12 months in their home? So something like that, or something like these, that goes a long way when addressing the mold and cleaning up those items that can cause that. So always make sure you can utilize these whenever possible. And of course, when it comes to any larger fabric items or furniture or upholstery or things of that nature, making sure they're clean and dry, because basements are typically more warm and cool. So that's something to keep in mind as well. All right, so what causes that basement mold and the basement odors, right? It is those mildew and mold spores that are going to flow through your air in your home. They look for a dark, damp, warm environment, basically environments that are commonly found in basements, and it allows them to multiply, and they'll thrive and grow and start developing that stench that we don't like. So as part of this natural process of growing and reproducing, those molds and mildews release those airborne molecules and those very volatile organic compounds and chemicals that can produce that musty odor. So luckily, most mold, spores, and species found inside homes aren't exactly harmful to humans, but some people can be very allergic to them. You can also develop symptoms that include like stuffy, runny nose, headache, fatigue, coughing. So if these are things that you found or things that you've maybe developed that you didn't have before, this can be the cause and the reasoning behind that. So you're probably asking now, how do we fix it, right? And of course you can spray air fresheners or try to put some sort of odor down there that's going to prevent it or cover it up, but that's really not a great fix. What you need to do is get to the source of the mold, take care of that. The first step is to find it. Alright, so unfortunately I don't really have any mold to show in the basement here, but let's just pretend that this spot here is a mold spot. And this is something where you can find mold as far as on the walls, maybe along the baseboards here, potentially on the carpet. And this is something you're going to want to tackle immediately, which you can do with these areas, or even if it's on the ceiling, mixing 4 parts of water with 1 part of the household bleach. You take a stiff cleaning brush to that surface and you'd essentially rub it and clean it away. And then just to be thorough, you can clean all the surfaces anywhere you see anything like that while you have that solution. So I have some wall scuffs and damages here. So this is just an area I'm showing as an example again, but this is what you want to focus on and look for in your basement. So make sure that you clean it out, you're going to dry it out. Then the next step is to run the dehumidifier, which I don't have a single unit here. Luckily we have one on the furnace itself. I'm going to take you in here. So we've shown this before, but this unit, humidifying and dehumidifying there, is something that you're going to want. If you don't have attached to your furnace, you can get those separate units. It'll essentially stand on the ground here or anywhere in the basement, and it'll pull the moisture out of the air for you there. I'm here at the sink real quick because I also wanted to talk about something that a lot of people might not know. It's kind of an old and proven method to eliminate and neutralize the musty smell, and you can literally just take a bowl of any size and add some baking soda to it and kind of place that around the basement, around the room area, and that will help out a lot to absorb and kind of eliminate that musty smell as well.
So all in all, if you need further help, you can always consult a professional. And if you feel like your basement is still just a little bit too moist, invest in an external dehumidifier. That'll help out a lot, as well as making sure to check all the access points, do any proper cleaning or necessary cleaning need be, and also make sure you put things away in containers and prevent those areas that the mold spores like to grow and cause that musty smell. And hopefully that'll eradicate the issue for you. If you need anything else, or if you like any real estate help, feel free to reach out. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.